Hey everyone, Darren here, aka Irish Latino Reacts, Irish on the bottom, Latin American on top, and today we are watching episode 4 of Firefly. Now, I will stop saying season 1 at the beginning of these videos. It was causing people some pain, and that was never my intention. Just not a well thought out thing on my part. I apologize. Now, I want to thank everyone for letting me know that Josh Whedon, hopefully I'm pronouncing his last name correctly, he wrote the theme song for Firefly, the Ballad of Serenity. And I mentioned in the last video that it wasn't really my jam, wasn't really feeling it. The Southern twang vibe has never really been my jam or vibe. Now, I have since read the lyrics on paper, and they are really cool lyrics, so that may help out the cause. Having written music for half my life, having a couple albums on Spotify, I have always been a stickler for lyrics. Good lyrics can make a song, bad ones can break them. I want to comment on the realism that is on display from a world-building perspective regarding the uneven distribution of technology so far in the series. How outer poorer planets still use primitive, maybe Industrial Revolution era technology, while inner and more supposedly richer planets have access to far greater, far more advanced technology. We haven't really seen the latter on display so far since, correct me if I'm wrong, we haven't visited an inner planet yet. I believe we started the series somewhere in the center of the solar system and have only traveled outwards. But you can just take one look at some of the alliance ships that we've seen and easily presume that their technology far outstrips the areas of the solar system where their influence is less. That is a great segue into a comment I wanted to mention from last video. The commenter made a good point that wherever you are located in the solar system will elicit a trade-off between safety and freedom. The closer you are to the center of the solar system, the closer you are to the influence of the alliance, the safer you will be, but you will have to relinquish certain freedoms. What those freedoms are, I'm not too familiar with. Feel free to give me more insight into that in the comments down below, as long as they're not spoilery. Now, the further you are from the center of the solar system, the more freedom you will have, but the more lawless it will be, and thus the less safe it will be. We obviously have already experienced that aspect of the show already. This part's off the cuff and hopefully a little treat for you guys. I want to take this quick opportunity to give you the background on my pug Frank right here. See if he wants to get into the. You usually like to get into the screen, buddy. No, don't fight it. Well, you all seem to have been enjoying Frank's cameos in the videos, and I do appreciate that because he's a little video hog. Someone even gave the suggestion to give him his own mic, which I don't know if all of you would agree with that. But so my wife is the one, then girlfriend, who wanted a pug. And we wanted a dog, I wanted a dog, but a pug never really crossed my radar, I was never very interested in that. I've heard horror stories about how their eyes can pop out of their head and you have to put it back. I'm just like, fuck that. I don't want to deal with that. But whatever, she still wanted one, so she signed up for this Denver Pug Rescue, a specific pug rescue we have in Denver here, not just a dog rescue. And she would thus get emails of pictures of dogs that were up for foster. It was a fostering thing. And I'd roll over in bed, and she'd put the phone in my face, like, how about this one? And I'd be like, no, I don't want to wake up to that. And I might sound like a jerk right now. I'm just trying to be as honest as I can here. Like, I don't want to wake up to that thing. But finally, Frankie rolled across her email, and I was like, okay, he does look kind of cute. So fine, we'll try it. Whatever. We get him, and after a week, I'm like, we're not fucking giving him back. So it's what they call a foster fail. Maybe you have heard of it. And his name is Frank, as you obviously know by now. We did not give him that name because, just like I explained, he is a foster. But If you have ever seen Men in Black, you know that he looks strikingly like the pug on that movie. I'm not sure if he shows up in all three, but definitely the first one. And that pug's name is Frank in the movie. So what did we do? What did we have hanging up in our living room upstairs? That's right. Yep. Pretty fitting. Pretty fitting. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little background on Frank. So yeah, hey, you'll be seeing more of them if you stick on my channel. I'd like to thank Frank and all of my Patreon supporters for always supporting me. If you'd like to join them and gain access to full-length reactions early, you can find a link in the description below. There's also a dirt cheap $1 a month tier, which is just there for the sake of supporting me. If you're watching this on YouTube and you are not yet subscribed, please really consider doing so. It helps out the channel so much, but that's still so much more true for such a small channel as mine. Also, please leave a like and leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought not only of this episode, but of my reaction to it. So, without further ado, let's get in to episode 4 of Firefly.
Here's how it is. Earth got used
right into it.
So we terraformed a whole new galaxy of Earths.
Ooh, a
Some rich and flush with the new
different intro. Okay, different narrator.
Central Planets then has formed the Alliance.
That's what we just talked about.
Went under their rule. A few idiots tried to fight it, among myself.
Of course.
I'm Malcolm Reynolds, captain of Serenity.
Malcolm narrating.
Got a good crew. Fighters, pilot, mechanic. We even picked up a preacher, a bona fide companion.
Okay.
There's a doctor, too. Took his genius sister out of some Alliance camp so they're keeping a low profile. You got a job, we can do it. Don't.
I still like that. I would argue that's even more exposition-y than the previous intro, but I'm still not an issue to me. They're always in these seedy places. I love it. I'm a dive bar fan.
Border planets need labor, terraforming crews. Got a prodigious death rate.
Labor, you mean slaves?
Slavery gonna become a topic?
Volunteers for damn sure.
Is that why you didn't have to lay in more rations?
I didn't hear no complaints.
There's a chance you might want to head back to the ship.
I'm all right. This is entertaining, actually.
Yeah?
Drinking a mini Cosmo?
I like watching the game.
Still, might have to clear out before too much longer.
let her-
There's a thief about.
Let her hang out, Mal.
Took this right off him.
Oh.
He earned that with the sweat of their slave trading brows.
Got a little Robin Hood in them.
Of course, they won't discover it till they go order their next round of drinks.
Way.
Good drinker, that one.
Okay, another bar brawl. Who would have thunk it? Anar's gonna kick someone's ass. I just feel it. Snap his neck, not like last episode.
Lovely place, I'll tell my friends.
Whoa! That guy he got thrown, to say the least.
Oh, take my land.
I'm open to this growing on me.
Tell 'em I ain't coming.
And now that I know the lyrics, it's definitely already an improvement.
All the sea.
That's my favorite line. Burn the land and boil the sea. The horse-shot at the end is always great. That's a great touch. I love the shape of Serenity. I've said that before, I think.
Well, ain't that a joyful sight? Gotta love a sunset.
Starting to get familiar, too. Like a second home.
Stephanie ain't home. Too many people we need to avoid.
So they're going sunward, so they're going towards
work, move along.
inner planets.
Stay
Maybe
here,
middle
we don't
planets,
kiss the
but
dirt.
you know what I mean. Sunward.
Closing in.
Planet's coming up with my fast.
That's just cause I'm going down too quick. Likely crash and kill us all.
Come on, Wash, get on top
Let me
of it.
Whoa.
Let me know.
No, we're good. We're good. It's okay.
Persephone responses. Oh, from her clientele.
Now there's the smile made of sunlight.
Atherton, how wonderful to see you.
Did you get my message? I was extra appealing.
What a flattering invitation. I had no idea I was arriving in time for the social event of the
I already
season.
don't like this guy.
So, you'll accompany me? I ask, heart in my throat.
He has a very
There's
punchable
an offer
throat.
I'm still waiting to hear about. Stand.
She's going to
I'll see you soon, Bobby.
a gala an event of sorts.
Atherton Wing.
I've seen him before.
Must be rich, too. Afford your rates.
I suppose. He has engaged me for several days.
Days? Boy must have stamina.
He does.
Well, fine.
I love their interactions.
Actually, we're attending a ball tomorrow night. I don't suppose you'd find it up the standards of your outings. More conversation and somewhat less petty theft and getting hit with pool cues.
Kaylee!
Look at the pretties!
The latest
What am I looking
fashion.
at? The girls with the clothes.
This Diagon Alley?
Look at the fluffy one. Too much foofara. If I'm gonna wear a dress, I want something with some slink.
You want a slinky dress? I can buy you a slinky dress. Captain, can I have money for a slinky dress?
I'll chip in.
I can hurt you.
The only place I've seen something so nice is some of the things that Nora has.
Oh, we best be moving. Come on, these ain't feathers I'm toting here, you know?
I like the
What is he
ruffles.
toting?
Nora gets to wear whatever she wants.
What are you gonna do in that rig? Flounce around the engine room? Be like a sheep walking on its hind legs.
Oh, she didn't really take that well, did she, Mal? Apologize.
See you on the ship, Captain.
All right, baby. That's enough camera time. Your head's big enough.
Is she mad or something? Manager!
Captain Reynolds.
Oh, they're back on.
Heard you was in town.
They're back on
Thought
this
we might
planet.
have a
All
bit of a
right.
sit down.
Persephone,
Prefer
right?
piss off.
Duh. My bad.
I'm very sorry. Did I give you the impression I was asking?
So what is it you need?
There's a local by the name of Warwick Harrow. Got some property he wants to sell off planet. Fetch a higher price.
The local powers won't let him sell off-world.
Guess I was all wrong about the
What my
bag.
man Harrow needs himself is a smuggler willing to cut you in on it.
Why me?
Won't deal with me direct. It's taking a rational dislike. Don't find me respectable, but you, I figure, got a chance.
You backed out of a deal last time. Left us hanging.
Hurt our feelings.
You recall why that took place?
Got a problem with your attitude is why. I place value on the fact that stick up your pigoo. It's about as large as the one that Harrow's got.
How would you even set up a meet? That won't deal with you.
No place it'll be. Safe place. Using some new tech gun scans. High class, too. Won't let me in there. You might slip in. Of course, you couldn't buy an invite with a diamond the size of a testicle. I got my hands on a couple. Of invites. You want this meeting or not?
Oh, I didn't get that either. I mean, I didn't catch it. I got it now. I didn't catch it.
Colonel Cyrus Mumpson and escort.
So the same place that Nara's gonna be at, of course. There's a Buddhist statue back then. Oh. Ah, okay. That's good.
Atherton Wing and Inara Sarah.
Atherton. I never heard Inara's last name before now. I'm sure if I have, someone will tell me.
Roberta, it's been too long.
Half the men in this room wish you were on their arm tonight.
Only half. I must be losing my undefinable allure.
Oh, it's not that undefinable. All of them wish they were in your bed.
I'm looking for the boy with the shimmer one.
Oh, she blushes.
I get
Not
it.
many in your line of work do that.
Now you gotta apologize for
Kaylee.
Kaylee. To Kaylee.
Kaylee.
Not speaking to you, Captain.
Got no need to speak. Come on, got a job for you.
I'm trying to offer you something, you know. A life, if you want it.
I think she has a pretty good one.
Captain,
She likes being on the ship too. I can tell.
You can live here on Persephone as my personal companion.
you're a generous man.
That is not a yes.
No, it is not.
It's not a no either.
You belong here, Nara. Not on that flying piece of Gosa. You see that, don't you?
Atherton, language.
Yeah, watch your
What?
fucking
Piece
mouth.
of Gosa? But it is a piece of Gosa.
Miss Kay Winnett Lee
Lucky
Fry.
Kaylee's not around.
And escort.
Kaylee?
Oh. This is the job. She must. Oh my. I wish I saw. Okay, no, I Oh man, I was gonna say I wish I saw like him tell her that that's the job, but this is better, obviously. Oh, that's awesome. She looks so good in that dress. And he's the escort. Whoa, look at that chandelier. It's pretty sick.
Does this seem kind of tight?
Just off your backside.
You ask
Chandelier
now?
is hovering.
What's the point of that, I wonder?
These girls have the most beautiful dresses. And so do I. How about that?
Yeah, well, just be careful. We cheated Badger out of good money to buy that frippery. And you're supposed to make me look respectful.
Yes, sir. Cat in tight pants.
Okay, I'm looking for our guy, Harrow. Okay, help me find our man. Supposed to be older, kind of stocky, wears a red sash, crossbrace.
Strawberries.
Why does he do that?
Maybe he won the Miss Persephone pageant. Just help me look.
Is that him?
That's the buffet table.
Well, how can we be sure? Unless we question it.
Fine, don't make yourself sick.
Shake, Captain.
All right, Mel. Yeah, lighten up. Good, I'm glad. Playing some
Tee up, gentlemen. Dishes.
playing some poker.
Dishes. Could do with less of them.
Garbage.
Oh, the blinds are chores.
Plum.
River.
I'll take 2.
What are you doing, baby?
Me too. Tall cards around my neck like a weight.
Take it, Shepard.
That's a nice pile of things I don't have to do.
The ones that take you.
The ones
The
that
ones that reach in and do it.
Better see to her. It's a bad habit for a fugitive. I'll do that in public, get herself hauled off.
he's not wrong.
And the fans go everywhere. And when you first
She didn't harm much. Have a few mystery meals.
Book is so good. He's so understanding.
So are we gonna play cards or screw around?
Apparently the latter.
I thought you wanted to spend more time off shift this visit.
Out there, it seems like it's all fancy parties. I like our party better. The dress code's easier, and I know all the steps. Don't fall asleep now. You're acting captain. Know what happens you fall asleep now?
Jane slits my throat and takes over.
That's right.
And we can't stop it.
I'll read a nice poem at the funeral, something with imagery.
You could lock the door and keep the power-hungry maniac at bay.
You guys didn't lock the door
You
yet?
know, I'm starting to like this poetry idea now. Here lies my beloved Zoe, my autumn flower.
This is like a great example of a great character
Somewhat
scene.
less attractive now that she's all corpseified and gross.
That is a big ass strawberry.
Aren't they something? They're like butterflies or little pieces of wrapping paper blowing around.
How rude!
Who made your dress, Kaylee? Oh, do you like it? When I saw the ruffles, I just couldn't resist. You ought to see to your girl. She's not very good. She made you a dress that looks like you bought it in a store. I didn't know.
This is predictable.
Why, Banning Miller, what a vision you are in your fine dress. You must have taken a dozen slaves, a dozen days to get you into that getup.
I'm
Of course,
really
your daddy tells me it takes the space of a schoolboy's wink to get you out of it again.
Ooh. I'm really intrigued by the slavery angle. What slavery is there in this show? You know, what does it do to the story, the morality of the story? Obviously only horrible things, but so many different types of slavery over the course of human history.
Thank you very much. Big part. But would you be Miss Warwick Harrow?
Sir, Warwick Harrow.
Sir, my name's Malcolm Reynolds. I captain a ship named Serenity. I mention this because I've been led to understand you want to move some property off-world. Some property you want to move off-world discreetly.
Or is this him?
You're mistaken, sir. I'm an honest man.
Sorry to interrupt. Sir Warwick, I know you from the club.
Okay, this is him.
Captain, this is Atherton Wing. Atherton, Captain Mal Reynolds.
Pleased to meet you. Hi, Nora. Didn't realize you were going to this party.
It's
the only party.
And I can see why. How about that floating chandelier? Almost outshines our girl here.
He's squeezing tight there.
Did I call you out?
I mean, according to a lot of you, he can't.
Given that,
It's a
I'm
nickname.
sure you won't mind if I ask Anar the favor
I had
of a
to.
dance.
I had to. Sorry.
Of course.
You know I love
know it's
all of
fine.
it.
Why are you here?
Business, same as you.
You have no call to try to make me ashamed of my job. What I do is legal. And how's that smuggling coming?
My work's illegal, but at least it's honest.
What?
While this, the lie of it, that man parading you around in his arm as if he actually won you, as if he loves you, and everyone here going along with it.
These people like me and I like them. I like Atherton too, by the way.
Well, sure. What's not to like? I'm liable to sleep with him myself.
He's made me an offer. You may think he doesn't honor me, but he wants me to live here. I'd be his personal companion. I could belong here. Call me pretentious, but there is some appeal in that.
You're right. Got a call to stop you.
Okay.
You got the right to a decent life.
Yeah.
I see Kaylee's here.
Cried Cinderella tears. You should have seen her when I told her she could have that layer cake she's wearing.
I think she looks adorable.
Yeah, but I never said it.
I'm not saying the 8004 is hard to repair, it just ain't worth it.
It's a fine machine. You just keep it tuned.
Miss Kaylee, I wonder if I could request...
Wait a minute, let her talk. She's talking.
By the way, the 8010's the same machine. They just changed the plating. Hope no one noticed.
All right. Fitting in just fine with the boys.
Possible you're right. This ain't my kind of party. Oh, no. Watch yourself. No need for hands-on.
Excuse me, she's not here with you, Captain. She's mine.
She don't belong to nobody.
You gotta tell him.
Money changed hands, which makes her mine tonight. No matter how you dress her up, she's still yours.
Fuck yes.
Turns out this is my kind of party. God, man was out of line.
There has been a challenge.
I hope you're prepared, Captain.
Are you all talking about a fight? Well, that's fine. Let's get out of here.
It's not a fist fight now.
The duel will be met tomorrow morning at Cadre Pond.
Where's that guard? He collected a whole mess of pistols.
If you require it, any gentleman here can give you use of a sword. Use of a sword?
Sword fight? Oh shit. We're getting Games of Thrones up in here.
Not really sure. What's going on?
Well, first off, you'll be put up in lodgings for the night so you don't disappear. Wing may be a spoiled dandy, but he's an expert swordsman.
Well, this is a joke.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
What's that?
I'll take on the job.
He fights if you refuse.
Inara, come with me, please.
It means you're in mortal danger.
How can he be
But
forced
you
to
must
do
have
this?
Atherton's face, and that has endeared you to me somewhat. You might even give him a fight before he guts you.
I don't see why he has to agree to this. This is like a law or some shit? Unwritten rule?
Up until the punching, it's a real nice party.
Oh, that was
gonna got himself in
to
trouble.
the outside. I see that.
A duel?
With swords? The captain's a good fighter. He must know how to handle a sword.
I think he knows what end to hold.
A little different than
All right, so we just need to figure out
fist
how to get him
or
out of
pistol.
This is embarrassing. Some of you seem to be misapprehending my purpose in being here.
You're here to make sure that we don't do what these men are keen on doing.
Penny for the smart lady. Persephone's my home. I got to do business with the people here. I don't want it known I brought someone in caused this kind of ruckus.
Okay.
We'll just settle in till this blows over, one way or the other.
Why would they listen to him? Yeah.
Jane.
Why not?
They got Kaylee. Shit. How did that news travel to them so quick? They must have had some mole at the party or someone with ears at the party. I never expected the episode to go in this direction. Who would? Oh, kind of a Persian-style sword.
What are you doing here?
Prince of Persia?
So, how come you're still attached to him?
Because it's my decision, not yours.
Thought he made it pretty clear he's got no regard for you.
You did manage to push him into saying something, yes. Made a nice justification for the punch.
I insulted you. I hit him. Seemed like the thing to do. Why'd this get so complicated?
Well, it's about to get simpler. There's a back door. The desk clerk is on alert. He'll let us out.
Whoa, I'm not running off. I don't know what you got in your head, but I didn't do this to prove some kind of point to you. I actually thought I was defending your honor, and I never back down from a fight.
He's an expert swordsman, Mal. You had trouble with the pillar. How will your death help my honor?
Well, see, I plan on having it be his death. That's why I need lessons.
Okay.
He said not to do anything. Join us after he wins the duel.
And what if he don't win?
Doesn't hurt to have a contingency plan, Kelly.
Yeah.
You can lure one or two of them away. Say infirmary.
What we need's diversion.
Maybe books the diversion. Oh, here comes River.
I say Zoe gets naked.
Yeah.
Nope. I could get naked?
No.
She's gonna help in some way. I can feel it.
Remember, you can't be here. No. Come on. Paul.
Here, look at me. What's your story, love?
Just a passenger.
Yeah? Why don't you tell me? She's got a secret.
No, I'm...
Sure. I got a secret.
All right.
More on one. Don't seem likely I'd tell him to you. Now do it. Anyone off Dayton Colony knows better than to talk to strangers.
She's doing an accent, right? Nice. Let's go, River. Let's go. She knows
You're talking loud enough for both of us, though, ain't you?
exactly what she's doing.
Luna doesn't like you. Skipped off home early. Monograph jobs here and there.
Even Jane likes it.
Spent some time in the lockdown, but less than you claim. Now you what? Petty thief with delusions of standing? Sad little king of a sad little hill.
Nice to see someone from the old homestead.
Oh
Really?
my god. This is amazing.
Call me if anyone interesting shows up.
Oh, oh, he is smitten. Wow.
That there. Exactly the kind of diversion we could have used.
How did I avoid that?
By being fast like a freak?
No. Because you always attack the same way, swinging from the shoulder like you're chopping wood. You have to thrust with the point sometimes, or swing from the elbow.
Swinging from the shoulder feels stronger.
It's also slower, Mal. You don't need strength as much as speed. We're fragile creatures. It takes less than a pound of pressure to cut skin.
You know that? They teach you that in War Academy?
Frankie, you're good. You're good.
You have a strange sense of nobility, Captain. You'll lay a man out for implying I'm a whore, but you keep calling me one to my face.
I might not show respect to your job, but he didn't respect you. That's the difference.
Okay.
Inara, he doesn't even see you.
Good point, I guess.
Well, I guess death will solve the issue to everyone's satisfaction.
This Ubuntu duel is the result of the rules of your society, not mine.
You are always breaking the rules, no matter what society you're in.
Yeah, just leave, Mal.
You don't get along with ordinary criminals either, which is why you are constantly getting in trouble.
You think following the rules will buy you a nice life, even if the rules make you a slave. Don't take his offer. Don't do it. Just in the case that it happens, it means he's a fellow kill me, and I don't like fellows that kill me, not in general. I don't have call to stop you, and that's true. Anyways, don't.
Maybe say, I want you on the ship. We're friends. I don't want to see you go.
Need to get back.
I would miss you as a friend.
He'll be off early.
I know Mal's not capable of that. At least not at this point. Not with his
He's got that big day.
characterization. How does he get out of this? Honestly, this fog is probably the one time I've thought the not the CGI, that'd be practical effects, but the effects were bad. That fog looks not great. Establish any rules, or is it a free-for-all?
Let's be careful, Ath. Here, these things are sharp.
He's just
He
playing
thinks
with
he's
them.
doing well, doesn't he?
He's being toyed with.
Yeah, definitely is.
What's he doing?
Don't fall for that.
Close to the
This isn't
liver.
going to take long, is it?
What the hell's gonna happen?
We're coming up on the end of this. You might not want to watch.
Taking back. Uh-oh. He broke the sword that way?
Atherton, wait. I'll stay here. Exclusive to you, just let him live.
There are no rules established.
Down. You have to finish it, lad.
He's not.
You have to finish it for a man to lay beaten and yet breathing. It makes him a coward.
It's humiliation.
Sure, it would be humiliating.
That's what he wants.
Having to lie there while the better man refuses to spill your blood. Mercy is the mark of a great man.
Oh!
Guess I'm just a good man.
Oh!
Well, I'm all right.
Oh, all right.
Inara!
You've lost her, lad. Be gracious.
You set this up, oh. I should have uglied you up so no one else would want you.
See how I'm not punching him? I think I've grown.
I'll see to it you never work again.
Actually, that's not how it works. You see, you've earned yourself a black mark in the client registry. No companion is going to contract with you ever again.
You'll have to rely on your winning personality to get women. God help you.
God help you.
You didn't have to wound that man.
Yeah, I know. It was just funny.
You willing to fight that hard to protect my property? I'll have it in your hold before midnight.
Yeah, is this part of the story still gonna happen this episode?
Mighty fine shindig.
Name of the episode.
Did you ever see such a lazy crew?
All right.
You're hurt. You get us a deal?
I got a deal. Now get off my ship.
It's all very much for a lovely night, then.
Are you badly hurt?
Go to the infirmary.
We was just about to spring into action, Captain. Complicated escape and rescue op.
I was gonna watch. It was very exciting.
We haven't seen Kaylee's room yet, have we? Reliving the shindig. Haha, nice.
Thank you for the wine. It's very fresh.
To Kaylee and her inter-engine fermentation system.
Are you in pain?
Absolutely.
Does that mean
I
unlimited
got
wine?
stabbed, you know, right here.
I saw.
Don't care much for fancy parties. Too rough.
You always get
It
stabbed.
wasn't entirely a disaster.
I got stabbed right here.
You also lined up exciting new crime.
It's good to have cargo.
So where are they taking this cargo?
I am grateful, you know, for the ill-conceived and the high-handed attempt to defend my honor, although I didn't want you to. I wasn't gonna stay, you know.
Yeah? Why is that?
Oh, someone needs to keep Kaylee out of trouble. Why would I want to leave Serenity?
Can't think of a reason.
Oh, is that the cargo? Bulls? Wow, all right. Yeah! Cool. Let's talk about episode 4, shall we? So, episode 4 down, and I really love this one, you guys. I really loved it. One thing I did want to mention in the intro that I didn't get around to was that some people in the comments of last video said that last episode, episode 3, was their least favorite. Not that it was a bad episode by any means, but if you had to rank them, something has to be at the bottom. So if last episode was some people's, and I'm not saying everyone's, but some people's least favorite, I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay here. But yeah, I definitely love this one even more than last episode. It was called Shindig, and we got back to Persephone, which was the planet we were on before, and I realized that when we saw Badger. So sorry that I was getting that mixed up or thinking we were going somewhere else, blah, or not recognizing Persephone. So let's see. I want to get the first tiny criticism of this episode out of the way, because everything else is great. The sword fight choreography was really, really subpar. Really subpar. But that's about it. That's it. The rest of this episode was amazing. And what did we talk about in the outro of last episode? Characters. And this episode proved that. So many good character moments in this one, like the Wash and Zoe scene, and with Anara and Mal, that definitely was the one that was most overarching, most screen time, Anara and Mal right there. Now, does that mean character growth? Not exactly the same thing. And I would argue that we haven't seen too much growth in characters so far. It's only episode 4. That's not what I'm not expecting that at all. I just kind of want to make the point that like good characters moments doesn't necessarily mean good character growth. Did Mal grow this episode? I mean, he wasn't punching the guy at the end, like that's the point he made. So maybe a little bit. I don't know. It's really hard to tell with him, and I get that's his characterization. The same way he wasn't going to back down from this fight, and it's so like he's kind of he definitely has a veil over him, and that's fine. That's fine. That's who Mal is right now. He never apologized to Kaylee for his comments. I do wish we had like an ending scene with Kaylee and Mal. But of course we got the ending with Anara and Mal. Him still not admitting, which I know is true. He wants Anara on the ship. He does. He feels protective of her. I mean, he punched the guy because that guy, whatever, Arth, he dishonored her and, kind of made her out to be an object. And Mal made the point that he disrespects her profession, but not her. There's a difference there. I get it, but Mal's the way he still talks to Anara, especially at the beginning of the episode, he really lays it on thick and stuff, and it's once again a veil for how he really feels for her. And I'm not talking romantically. I'm not. Maybe that'll come. I don't think so. I'm just talking about as an like a protective fatherly figure. I was trying to use a more fancy word there, and I screwed it up. But yeah, so great character moments, like I mentioned. More world building, definitely. Like the shindig itself, the gala event, the ball was really cool. Just a new setting, and we spent a lot of time there. I felt it was a good 15, 17 minutes of the show in that room, which was fine. Didn't feel like too much. Kaylee coming down in the dress, the cake layer dress, like Mal referred to it as. I love that moment. I can't believe I didn't see that coming. And her love of strawberries, some like really, really large strawberries. Oh my God. And I really thought the guy that she was talking to was going to be Warwick. But no, Warwick was the other guy. And I'm sorry tell me if this seems like a rambling outro. I don't know. I'm jumping around a lot, but I think you guys enjoy that. And Warwick seemed to, take to Mal through all of the punch and the sword fighting, because he didn't like the Arth guy either. And now he has his cargo, which is bulls, which is awesome. I love it. I said that the outro shot of the intro song being horses is awesome. Just the inclusion of animals into this show gives it a step up above, I would say, the two other shows that I always talk about, The Expanse and Battlestar, definitely gives it a step up above those. Because, we got the horses, we got the bulls and whatnot. I'm sure we've seen a few others. Yeah, the setting of this show, once again, the different settings, the seedy bars, the dive-in bars, and then from that contrasting the fanciness of the party. I mean, it's just great. It's different flavor of the week from every episode, and in such a good way. So, really enjoying it. Is there anything else that I wanted to talk about? Let's see. I'm sure you guys will give me a lot of things to think about in the comments. So the intro narration was different. It was narrated by Mal, not Book. And yeah, so now I'm curious. Let's see. We got the book narration for episode 2 and 3, right? Right. And now we got a different one, and which is great. I had already questioned when I heard the book one twice. I was like, oh, well, if this could be every episode, then maybe I'll change my opinion on it. And this one was, I would argue, like I had said at the time, even more expositionary. It was like even more on the nose of like what was happening. Because it was Mal, and like he's talking about his crew and the specific people he's found. Where Book's narration was more like, you know, this is how the philosophy of the world, and blah blah blah. It's like this Western lawless kind of place. So once again, more expositionary for Mal's intro. Do we get that one again next episode? Do we get a different one, or do they stop at some point? I don't want to know. You guys don't say that in the comments, so I want to be surprised there. Yeah, I think, let's see, is there anything else specifically that I want to talk about? I know you guys don't like me narrating what's happened, so I'm trying to avoid that. Badger was back. Love him. Yeah, I think that is it, everyone. I think I'm going to leave the outro there. Thank you for watching this reaction with me on YouTube. Like I said in the intro, if you're not yet subscribed, please really consider doing so. If you like my style of reaction and you want me to keep doing this, hitting that subscribe button is the easiest way to ensure that I do keep doing this. And also hit that like button and leave a comment down below letting me know not just what you thought of this episode, but of my reaction to it as well. All right, everyone. Me and Frank, we'll catch you in the next reaction.